I meant to fix our chimney. I meant to find an alternative sort of vented gas unit, fireplace unit. I did not do that. So I'm worried about the loss of heat for a number of days. All right, we've got a lot of questions on our Facebook page, and the meteorologists, of course, have all gotten questions directly to their Facebook pages about what to do and what not to do in this coming storm. One of the first questions we got from someone was about whether to clear the snow off first before the ice comes, because they asked, you can get better purchase on the whole thing if you let a little bit of snow remain. Otherwise, the ice might adhere to the surface. Zach said, well, you want to keep the snow to a minimum. You might want some there so that when the ice falls on it, you can scrape it off, as opposed to the ice just adhering directly to that hard surface. But you want to do something to the snow. You don't want 6 inches of snow and then all the ice packed on top of that. In addition, Mike Stone pointed out, if you get it down to about a ½ an inch when the sun does come out, even if it's really low temperatures, that radiant heat will work on that surface. Again, if it's a ½ an inch or less. Any more, it'll just reflect away. Another viewer asked about what to do with your outdoor units, your heating and cooling units that you have outside. Someone from James River Air told us that you want to keep those clear, especially the vents clear and then the top of it clear and the blades clear, but don't use something sharp to clear it off. That may seem obvious, but clearly if there's ice on there, you're going to try to get it off. Don't use anything sharp, he says. Someone also asked that if you can get out of town, what do you leave your thermostat on if you're worried about the power going out? Craig Harper at Dominion told us you want to set it to a lower level, but leave it on. Do not turn your heating off when you leave. He says in general, that's a good idea, good weather or bad, because you don't want to have to reboot your whole system each time, because that costs energy and obviously costs money. But he says if you're leaving, set it to a low 60 temperature, but don't turn it off. Now, here's a question that there are some differing opinions on, but I spoke to a contractor that we've done work with in the past, and she told me if you lose power and the temperature stays really low, low 20s or even lower for an extended period of time, shut your water off and drain your pipes, meaning open your faucets. Ahead of time, you'll want to fill up your bathtub so you can use that to flush the toilets. Fill up your pots and pans for drinking water if you don't have a huge supply of water in plastic bottles. But again, she says those pipes are going to burst if you have no power, therefore no heating going on, and the temperature stays as low as is expected to be. Again, open the faucets, drain the pipes, but shut the water off. Now, some say if it's not so cold and you lose power, you might have a day or two before you have to necessarily worry. Again, it depends how insulated your pipes are, but you want to seriously consider shutting off the water and draining the pipes if it's going to be in the 20s or lower for a number of days. I tell you what, I think there's going to be some serious psychic scarring from this event. In that when in the future, as you say, when you're, hey, time to prepare now, put your hurricane preparedness kit together. Well, if you've been through a hurricane, it's almost certain you're going to have that kit together. Similarly here, I can guarantee you this, we're going to have a working fireplace next year. Maybe a wood-burning stove, maybe 3. Once bitten, twice shy. So you'll learn the lesson. I hate to say it, but I know we're going to learn our lesson.